on the city's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on, like 90.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. A give. This is Johnson. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Like 24. 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set now. 1st and 10. A give left side to Johnson. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
22 Linda. 22 Linda. Like 54. Yeah, like 54. Short. Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go.
On the ground again with Johnson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Like 0. 0. 18.
Shotgun now for Levis. Raiders close it in, and down he goes.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Like 49. 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Johnson has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Fails to find his running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Working on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Gordon's the receiver in motion left. This is Genty on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Tight end going in motion here.
44-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw here. Still has some space inside the 35. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably but then go to work after it.
Slot man motioned over. They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hit Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's complete. Here's Thornton. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and goal.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Fullback trying to power it across. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
23 Linda. 23 Linda. Here we go. 18. Hand up.
Play action, Levis. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Campbell going to motion over right. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass complete to Campbell. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Raider first down.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
A gain of
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing the out route complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. Genty from the gun. They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
And he gets it on a sneak. Touchdown! The Raiders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
22-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
0.
From the gun, Levis. He finds Pickens left side. He's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ah, nice shooting up.
Trying the left side with Johnson. He's got the first down grab and still going. Has room down the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Brought in by his back here. It's Jensen. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Man in motion, out of the slot. They send a receiver in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Raiders with some work to do, trailing in this game. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They are throwing it again. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Dumps it off to his running back. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caught by his back. Touchdown! The Raiders earn the chance to tie before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So They're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Like 24. And 18. 40 read up.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Levis to the air now. Caught by his fullback behind the line. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7.
Like 13. Like 13.
Throwing is Levis. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Like 0. Like 0. And 18. And 10.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Like 54. Yeah, like 54.
Levis throwing again. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Like 5-4. Odd. And 18. And odd.
Levis, yet again. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Steelers 1st down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Hey, here we go. And 18. And he's hot. 54 read. It's hot.
Shotgun now for Levis. And this one is launched downfield. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He's out in the clear. Still has some space inside the 35. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Wilson with the return here. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Johnson again. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hold on, like 90.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
54, Mike 54.
Now Levis. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Hey, Mike 13.
This is Walker on second. And he drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third and short yardage, Levis. Defender arrives right as as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go Levis. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the play fake, it's Levis. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Walker on first down. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Levis back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
22 window.
On the draw, it's Walker. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They've got a man in motion. Another give here to Genty. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Has it in close. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. 1st down, he'll throw it. Connects on the crosser. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal, Raiders.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. This. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
42. Steelers 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54.
From the gun, Levis. Finds the in route complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold it on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A give left side to Johnson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Levis now on 1st down. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
49, Mike 49.
Looking to throw, Levis. He's still going at the 30. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
On, Mike 49.
It's Walker on the option. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 13, Mike 13.
Here's Levis. Running in the red zone. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Walker now from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Levis. He finds Pickens left side. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Mike 49.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Levis looking to throw. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Raiders 42. Steelers 34.
They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
70 Lions. 70.
Straight ahead with Genty. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Raiders lead by 15 now.
Steelers, 34.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Wilson with a return here. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go.
Campbell going in motion left. They're going to pass it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Third and long for him here. On target to Fulton. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And it's a three-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a three-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
7-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. They go play action. Here's Levis. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Raiders are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line. Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Nick Bolton has it. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You play a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners.